Okay, well, it's at the top of the hour here, and thank you so much for coming to Taking Care of Business with TMC. For this month, we're really excited on what we're going to share. We've got some pretty cool statistics on the reasons why you should be selling online. But first of all, I wanted to start by thanking you for coming. TMC is just about ready to celebrate its 30th year in business. And for close to 25 of those years, we've been fortunate enough to be a repeat and referral company. And you've come to us either through one of our great credit union partners across the United States, or perhaps a merchant, a business member that has referred you to us. So either way, we're really grateful that you've come today. And Carrie, I want to introduce the brains behind this event. Again, what we're trying to do is wrap additional marketing support and education support around your business to help you grow. We know how hard it is to be a lot of times working in your business, and some of the things that we get the privilege to support businesses with, we wanted to be able to offer as additional, additional support for you in your business. So, Carrie, take it away.
Thank you, Renee. One of the really cool things about selling online and security is increasing that bottom line with your business. Years ago, before I was with TMC, 21 years ago, actually, my son, he had a diaper rash problem, and I learned that he needed to use cloth diapers. And back then, there wasn't a lot of information about cloth diapers and the ease of use. So I researched it and I found that cloth diapers can be easy. And I thought there has to be other people out there that are dealing with the same situation. And I found a community and I started selling cloth diaper packages online. And I used authorize.net. I had a shopping cart business and it was so successful. I actually ended up actually selling it to somebody else, another stay-at-home mom. And I helped other businesses or other stay-at-home moms build their online store. So selling online is a passion for me. It's how I got started in marketing. And that was a very long time ago, 21 years. I mean, imagine how much things
I cannot believe 21 years ago you were selling something online. I mean, imagine how much it's grown
Yes.
post-pandemic. But I love that story. And folks, you're in for a real treat today on the things that Carrie wants to share, just to help you kind of maybe look at things differently and bottom line, increase your sales by getting online.
Yeah, and staying protected. We're going to go over a little bit of that as well here. Let's see.
You might have to click the arrow on the
Yeah, it's
bottom.
not
Yeah,
it's
okay.
it's not working for me today,
Okay,
which is
great.
okay. So what you're going to walk away with today, why selling online isn't difficult. It sure has changed in 21 years. So we're going to show you some friction points, how you're not going to lose sales, how we can increase your revenue. And then we have a really simple way of starting selling online, which is a Equid shopping cart. And we also can connect to your existing shopping cart. So if you're currently selling online, we can take a peek at what you're using. We typically see a savings of 20 to 25%, and we can do a cost comparison. And we also offer invoicing and payment links. So there's lots of different ways to sell your business information or products online. We're going to go over some security basics in plain English. What the heck does SSL, PCI, and CAPTCHA? And we're going to give you some real examples of a service business, product business, and some nonprofits. So we're going to show you what those storefronts look like. At the end, you're going to get a replay and we're going to give you a security checklist as well as, because you're here today, we're giving away a $50 Visa giveaway card. So you are
So,
in for a treat.
yeah, so those of you that are live today are going to get put into a drawing to perhaps win the $50 gift card. I love that you're going to be explaining the plain English with all of the acronyms. Who hasn't been caught up in the world of acronyms where people are talking about stuff and you're thinking, what are you talking about? So this is really exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so here comes, Carrie talked about her expertise in selling things online. My expertise comes from 30 plus years of retail. And what I used to be a part of was when the sales stopped, it was when the store closed and you lock the door. And so there wasn't any shopping outside of that. And what's beautiful today is it's a 24/7 experience if you allow it to be. And so we've got some solutions to help you stay relevant, sell your products online. Uh, and we're talking about well, I won't give away the bag because Carrie's got a lot of things to share. But the bottom line is you're going to be really excited. There's ways to keep the lights on when traditionally you would have shut them off. So, a lot of you, I know that we've got some nail salons, we've got some photography on the call today, we've got some different pieces where you've got set hours and a set time to do business. But the reality of things is there are more people working today than ever before. And so when they don't, the time that they have to shop is in between that. And so making sure that you realize the amount of uh, opportunity that's out there, if you keep your lights on, how it will impact and grow your business is remarkable.
And keeping it simple. I want to just say that again. We really truly do that. It can be very daunting to think about all the pieces to add payment links to your website or even a shopping cart. And we really do make it simple. It was a lot of stuff that I had to go through and learn 21 years ago.
It's much, much easier now.
Yes, yes. The opportunity.
So here's the stats that I was talking about. 16.6% of retail sales are e-commerce. That number is staggering to me. That means, we're pushing close to a quarter of sales being done online without a face-to-face interaction. And so just thinking about how much that has grown post-pandemic is, I think it was at 8% prior to the pandemic, and now it's at 16.6% 5 years later. 92% of US adults buy online. And the key is a year ago, that number was 81%. So that's up 11% on just saying, okay, I've never tried to buy something online and now I'm going to give it a try, or gosh, everybody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it as well. 55% of shoppers visit a website before they go to a store. What that means is it doesn't mean that they're actually making the purchase online, but it's a really important statistic to share with you that even if you don't generate a lot of sales through your online presence, the bottom line is having online presence will generate additional sales in your place of business. So making sure that you've got both lights on is really important. And then here's the kicker. How many of you have spent time shopping online, putting the right picture, finding the perfect pair of shoes and the size and all of that, sticking it in a cart, and then life happens. Somebody calls and needs something, or it's time for dinner, or you only had a small little window and you didn't have time to finish the sale, and it's lost. Or you've had the benefit of an email coming back to you or a text coming back to your phone that says, did you want to finish shopping for that lampshade that you were picking out, or that great pair of shoes? Can we go ahead and get that done for you? So we're going to talk a little bit about that abandonment. But the key point is 70% of shopping carts are abandoned. So the people that take the time, if you don't have that one piece to remind them about the shopping cart, all that time that was spent doing it is lost. So we're going to help you capture additional sales in that area. Again, making it easy to buy and trust in that area for sure.
Yeah. I actually had that happen yesterday. I was buying a dress for my daughter and I had to grab my credit card information out of my purse on my phone, went to check out, and then I got it caught into something and had to get back into work. It was during my break. And I got that reminder. And I'm glad that I did because I definitely would have forgot to purchase her dress and she would not have been happy with me. So
Ah, yeah. All
great
right.
feature.
Okay, so it's really important that you're able to shop in your jammies today. Everybody likes, again, nights, weekends, when you're not open, we want to be able to shop and take care of things. So customers find that when you're open after hours, and have a clear way to pay, your sales are going to explode. So again, we're going to show you some of the ways to do that. And check out those jammies that Carrie put us in. I mean, come on. I
Yeah, we
love
should have
it.
had jammies on today. That would have made a lot of fun.
Or and the popcorn. Yeah.
Yeah. So why selling online matters. So basically, when you're looking at a shopping cart solution, there's a lot of different options out there. So if you're looking for a solution for your business, you want to make sure, especially with an actual shopping cart, that it has customized settings. So you're collecting that tax information for those sales. Do you need inventory? Does it have an inventory feature for you? Because if you only have three products of a certain size and you don't have an inventory option, then you could oversell, and then that's breaking a promise to your customers. Receipts is a very important feature. So does the system that you're using have an option for this? Is it sending a receipt when somebody goes to your store and they buy something? And also, is it notifying you? I mean, you got to ship the information out. So if the solution that you're using is not sending you a notification, that's not a good solution. Also, marketing and coupons. Does it offer marketing emails? Can you send out emails to your database? Does it offer coupons? You might need a different type of marketing that you want to post on social media, and that can really help you there if you need to increase sales. So if it's the 20th of the month and you want to increase your sales, you can go in there and create a coupon, post it to social media, have it in your store, offer that, and you can increase your sales that way. So that's a great strong point there. And then again, that abandoned shopping cart feature, that's a really important thing to kind of look at.
I love the fact that you can impact your sales by producing a coupon and then posting it on, say, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any of those areas, and just consider some movement in your business with that. I know that we've got some photography businesses that signed up today. I would imagine that that would be an incredible opportunity
Yes.
for you to get some bookings to happen.
Yeah. So pick your path. Basically, we have a little bit of information here. So where do you get started? What do I need? You don't need to worry about that. So, when we're talking to you over the phone, so if you contact TMC to add shopping cart solution to your processing or your website, we're going to ask you some simple questions, of what type of solution that your business needs. You might just need something for services like payment links and invoicing. We have that, or you have tangible products that you want to sell and you need a shopping cart, because not everybody needs everything. It's not a one size fits all solution out there. You might need recurring payments like a membership service, or nonprofits. You might just need a donation or fundraising. You can use a cart for nonprofits, or you can do links. So it just really depends. You don't need to have every tool out there, but you need to definitely have the right path, and that is so important for what you're choosing. So our team can help you with that. If you have any questions on where I need to go, that's where you have the expertise. Equid is, I talked about that previously, is a simple shopping cart solution. One of the biggest things that I love about Equid is that you don't even need a website. So let's say that you don't have a website now, but you want a website, and it's very daunting to go out there and try to find somebody to build a website for you. And it's very expensive, and there's a long process. So you have to go find somebody, then you have to go along with that whole entire spill. Sometimes it can take a while too. And Equid is a storefront. If you need that, it also has just a standalone shopping cart, and we offer both solutions. It has a shareable link. And then there's also a mobile management system on there. So you can run Equid from your phone by downloading the app. You can add products, and it's really nice. It's a business without a full online store, or if they need everything. So it gets you up and running really quickly, and you don't need to have a huge website. It also has a cost starting of $179 a month for just a standalone shopping cart, or $299 for that standalone website. So if you want to do that website piece, it comes with 10 products, and we'll work with you for an hour and a half. That includes that consulting time of training and stuff. So it is very affordable. And then
So,
there,
So
monthly
Carrie,
service
are you
fee.
are you saying that for them to get started, it's under $500?
Yes. Yeah.
I cannot, I mean, that price is unbelievable. If you've ever hired a website developer or anything of that nature, it's usually anywhere from it could be five to $10,000. And then a lot of work kind of comes on to you where you're just telling me that they're setting up and doing everything for you, and the impact is a lot less expensive. That's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. So the Equid piece, and then there is a monthly fee with that. So just like with any kind of hosting, it comes with the web hosting, it comes with an SSL security certificate to keep that credit card information secure. I'll talk about that on the couple of next slides. But it comes with a lot of stuff that you would have to go to GoDaddy, for instance, for that price point. So it's just a really good product that we have here at TMC, a really good
Wow.
tool.
There was just a note that Kate said she spent $5,000 just to get started 10 years ago for a website.
Yes.
So again, I mean, these numbers are not inflated. It's a lot simpler. And here's the other thing. You don't have to watch YouTube videos on how to work anything out. We've got it taken care of for you.
Yeah. Business owners don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Another option is using your existing website. So we can add a shopping cart to your existing website. You don't need to start over. You don't need to do anything special. It just will be a standalone link. We would just add the store as a link itself. And we also have some other options, not just Equid. If you need a solution that connects to a shopping cart, for instance, you have on your website. So we just will talk to you and figure out what you have and go from there. You don't have to rebuild anything. You don't have to start over, which is so important too.
So, for instance, I think we've got a couple of folks on the call with a photography business. We'll just use that as an example. You've got a great website showing the pictures that you've taken and proof in that area, but we can add a cart to that where they can make down payments for booking fees to get them
Yes.
started, or packages of pictures. Rather than having that as a separate piece, it can be let's send them all to the website each time to have that part functioning for you.
Yeah, most definitely. We actually have a merchant that he does paintings and he has a coloring book and postcards that he has on his website. And it was already there, and we were able to connect our processing solution on the back end for him to sell that. So yeah, we can do that. So here is
Great.
a product business. This is actually an Equid storefront. And this is Bright Flame Candle Company. You can actually pull it up here, but they are selling candles, and this is a full-fledged Equid site. It was created
So,
in the Equid solution that I was talking about.
so what you're showing me here is not a website. Equid created this landing page for them and helped them put the products on it. Wow. I mean, it looks great. I wouldn't know the difference.
And here's a service business, a landscaping company, and you can go there and purchase different things like lawn mowing, tree trimming, or even get a quote. It has that option to add a button there to get a quote. So, there's lots of different ways, and that's what the checkout looks like on a mobile phone. So it's mobile friendly for their customers, which is so important because everybody does everything from a mobile phone. But you can also run that store again from your mobile phone. So it kind of works both ways. And here's a nonprofits and donation. So this is Eden for Salad. They sell products and candles to help people in different areas have healthier foods. So a lot of your foods for people that are in the needy, they need healthier options. And so they help with this. And so you'll see there's a donate now button, and then they have a products and store. So it's a full-fledged site. Again, it's all created in Equid, which is really cool.
I know a lot of times nonprofits have a challenge with sustainable giving. So having
Yes.
something like this where I would be able to send them to my website. Last month we talked about creating a QR code with the link to the website. So this would be an example of being able to send them to that donation link, right? Creating the QR code to the
Yes.
website, and then they would be able to go in and click the donate button. So just
And
in
even,
reference.
yeah, and even on a brochure. So they can create a QR code and have it go to that main page of that website to learn more
Yeah.
about that nonprofit. So yes,
Yeah.
it would
Great.
work great for that. So this is the acronyms that we talked about at the beginning. So SSL, PCI, and CAPTCHA. I'm going to go over a little bit of what that is. SSL is a lock on a web browser. I'm going to do it in simple terms. It stands for socket, secure socket layer. That's what SSL stands for. And what it does is it encrypts that credit card information, or even if you're filling out a form. And how you can know that you have it on the website is there'll be either a lock in the web browser, and Google Chrome, there's actually little sliders and you'll have to click on that to see that secure information. But it just really is important. And most of your web hosts like GoDaddy charge an extra $200-300 a year to have that. Ecwid comes with that. And actually all of our backend payment options come with it. NMI, authorized.net. So anything that you would use at TMC would have that security system included. And then PCI, that's another, there's different rules when it comes to accepting payments online. Your website will have to be scanned, and our team can help you with that. Sometimes it's very daunting. You don't know where to begin, and TMC can help you with that as well. And then CAPTCHA is one of the most important things to have. So you'll see that where it says, I'm not a robot. What CAPTCHA does is make sure that you aren't a robot when you check out. And if you don't have this on your website, scammers will use your checkout forms to find valid credit card data, and they'll run massive authorizations, and you will be on the line at that for that authorization cost, even if they're declining. So up to 5 cents per authorization, that can rack up really fast. So if you have that simple I'm not a robot solution on that, it could stop those from happening. And I know everybody knows about having to drag and type it in and retype it again and, kind of going through that process. But it's so important that businesses have CAPTCHA on their website.
So what you're talking about is that little thing that shows the pictures, and I'm supposed to
Yes,
pick where the bike is in the pictures, and sometimes I don't get it all right, but you're telling me go
it's
ahead and be
important.
frustrated because it supports me as a business.
Yes, and it
Okay.
supports that
All
business
right.
that you're shopping. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, great.
So easy to buy, easy to trust. So we've gone over simple checkout options and also security. Basically, what we're telling you is that it's not hard to set up an online store, and it's not hard to make it secure. It just matters that you're working with somebody that's helping you go through that process, because if you don't have that, and you can have frustration on the back end. So if somebody goes to your website and they can't buy something, you've lost that sale. So just by simply adding that online service, and if they don't see those security measures in place, or you're not protecting that card information, that doesn't make your customers feel safe when they're purchasing. So it's just important that you have both of those, so that it's easy to buy and easy to trust. And how we make that simple. So we will walk with you and figure out what the right solution is. We'll either connect the cart links, or recurring payments, whatever option we have. And then you have that ongoing support. That's the biggest thing here, is having that support for your business and working with a partner that offers that support. Because I know so many people that have gone through that website process that we just talked about, and they don't have that support, that ongoing support for their business. And here at TMC, you can pick up the phone and call us, and we will help you with whatever you need. You don't have to be techie at all. I'm technical, but you don't have to be technical. I was not technical 21 years ago, let me tell you. That was a roller coaster, and I figured it out. But you don't have to figure that out, because we have it figured out for you.
Kate asked how long it takes to get to start selling, and we literally can get you going in within the day, with an approved account on the back end piece. It's usually a 3-day process from start to finish, and then you can refine how it looks afterwards in the process, but we can really get you going pretty quickly. And so, just wrapping things up, again, today was just an idea to either get you to start thinking that it's a lot easier to sell online than you think it is, and that we have some solutions, but really, not even if you don't utilize our solutions, we want you to know how critical it is to be having online presence. Hopefully the numbers definitely showed and the bottom line is we don't all want to have one place to shop, i.e. Amazon.
No,
Everybody in on our team and people that I am involved with want to support small business. So we're so passionate about making sure that you get that online support. The QR code today on the screen is a code that if you're interested in learning more about your particular business and how we can get you online, scan that and we'll have somebody on our team reach out to you and see how we can, help get you going in that area. Um, just a reminder, the things that we've done live so far in January, we taught you how to set up a Google business page and how to maximize it to get found on Google. In February, we taught you how to create a QR code to a landing page or a Google review, or to get you to the website, or for payment pieces. And we've got some checklists in that area to do that. Today, we've got a great checklist so that you can remain secure online and make sure you go through those steps. For those of you that are live today, you're going to be put into a drawing for a $50 Visa card. I'm very excited about that. Please drop your name and your email, the name of your business, your name and your email into the chat feature, and we'll take this information and let you know if you're the winner today. And then in your inbox, you'll have a recording of today and the great download that Carrie put together on the security for setting up online presence for your business. Next month, it's all about referrals. So it's about
yeah.
how we became a business, but really setting up a CRM, customer relations management system, how important it is to keep track of the people that you've done business with, and how you can easily become the voice of the industry that you serve by a little bit of extra on keeping track of who you've done business with. We're
I'm
pretty
excited.
passionate about that as well.
I'm gonna say I'm trying not to. I'm excited about next month. I really am. The power referrals is huge, and then also that CRM piece. I can't imagine a business running itself, and it has so many different layers, including AI features, and that is huge. And so I'm excited to talk about it a little bit next month. So do we have anybody that answered that? Are you accepting payments online? Yes or no? Make sure that you put that in the chat so that we can enter your name in the drawing, and then just put in your email address so that we have a way of contacting you. So thank you so much for today.